Hi everyone, I'm Matthew John and welcome to this week's weekly market pulse. I just wanted to start off by talking about the clearance rate we just saw on the weekend, 69%. So it has come up slightly from last week's 66.9%, which was actually the lowest clearance rate we've seen in Melbourne for over 12 months. So it's good to see a little bit of an improvement, but it is still sitting under 70% for the third consecutive week in a row. So there are definitely signs there that the Melbourne market has softened slightly. We are hoping to obviously see a little bit more growth, but we do have a lot more auctions that are happening around this time of the year than what we did see last year. I think the reason for that is there's obviously mixed media messages as to what's going to happen in early 2018. So a lot of people are predicting a wider softening of the Melbourne market and also the Sydney market to drop back a little bit as well. So we are seeing some vendors that are trying to get their properties on the market and sell this side of Christmas rather than wait and see what happens at the beginning of 2018. With the vendors that are looking to get their properties sold by the end of the year, we're now seeing some auctions that are booked right up until the 23rd of December. So it's going to be a busy Christmas period for some vendors and also buyers looking to secure themselves a property before the Christmas period. In relation to our personal results over the weekend, Biggin and Scott Inner West took 7 properties to auction and subsequently sold 6 of them. So we're pretty happy to have a result of around 85% in terms of a clearance rate. One property that I would like to touch on is number 17 Berry Street in Yarraville. It's a 3-bedroom townhouse that we took to auction on Saturday. We had 5 bidders, a lot of competitive bidding, around 25 bids at the auction there, and that sold for $1,116,000. So it is a really good indication to see that some properties are still doing quite well at auction and getting good results for the vendors at the end of the day, which is obviously why we are seeing vendors still put their properties on the market and trying to sell this side of Christmas. So if you are a buyer and you are still looking in the market, a couple of tips: make sure that you've got your finance sorted and look to get a building inspection done as early as possible into the campaign, because I would be recommending to put some offers forward prior to auction, because there are a lot of properties now that are selling before and after auction, obviously not necessarily at auction like we're seeing with the clearance rate. If you are going to any auctions on the weekend, I wish you the best of luck with your bidding, and we look forward to seeing you on next week's weekly market pulse. Have a great week.